My mom dices vegetables for me about once every 2 months, but my girlfriend's brother thinks it makes me a coddled mama's boy even though I'm allowing him to stay in my house for free, so I kicked him out since I don't like spoiled brats. I, 30M, was born with a bone missing in my arm. As a result I only have one digit. If that wasn't enough, it was in a fixed position with my digit up by my shoulder and the ligament and tendons didn't really develop so I can't straighten my arm. My parents were great at making sure I would be independent and able to live by myself. Some things I physically can't do, like tie shoelaces. For the most part I can cut anything by myself, but I struggle with doing fine dices. Every other month or so, my mom will finally cut some veggies for me, usually onion, celery and carrots, so that I can freeze them. I asked her to do this when I lived on my own for the first time because I was fed up of sending onions flying all over my kitchen if I used a knife or it turning to mush if I used the food processor. When my girlfriend, 28F, started dating, she told me that she couldn't cook but also didn't have an interest in learning to cook. I said this was fine because I like to cook, so when she moved in I became the de facto cook. She has never expressed a problem with my mom cutting vegetables for me, she actually preferred it as she has said she couldn't cut them finely for me. Her brother, 35M, is currently staying with us and has been for the last 4 weeks since his ex threw him out because of how lazy he is. He doesn't have a job, I don't think he has for the 3 years I've been with GF, nor is he looking for one, he also doesn't help around the house. We were his last resort because no one else would take him in, not even their parents. My mom came over yesterday with the freezer bags of diced veggies for me. Bill was annoyed when he saw my mom with the veggies because that morning GF and I had spoken to him about not being so lazy and get a job because he's an adult and needs to stop relying on people like a child, GF's words not mine. He was annoyed because he saw me as being a hypocrite because I was getting my mom to cut things for me like a child. After my mom left he accused her of mollycoddling me and treating me like I'm incompetent. For me this was a cross line because this is something I physically can't do and my mom is just being helpful. I told Bill that I wanted him to leave and that he was no longer welcome in my home. GF moved in with me to my house. GF was upset that I asked her brother to leave as I made a decision without her input and left with him. Since Bill and GF left, I have texts off him and their family accusing me of being a mummy's boy, telling me I need to cut the apron strings and cut my own vegetables like an adult. GF hasn't answered my texts. Am I a jerk for telling my Bill to leave? Update. So, GF, well, ex-GF, came around this afternoon to collect her belongings. It was very anticlimactic but I'm not upset that she's gone because she's shown me her true colors. Though she had blamed me for it all and not apologized for her or her brother's actions. She had written a post on her FB on Saturday night basically bad-mouthing me, calling me all sorts of names and said that I was a mummy's boy and refused to cut the apron strings. I didn't see it, I don't have FB but my sister, 28F, did and she screenshot it and sent it to me. The comment section was a dumpster fire because her friends were saying things like of course he needs help, he has one arm. And telling her that she should be helping me. She has since deleted the post. After my sister saw the post, she called our uncle to let him know what had happened and suggested that he came around and changed my locks for me because she doesn't trust ex-GF and wanted to make sure I was safe. As ex-GF left, my uncle arrived to change the locks which angered her. She got upset and asked if we didn't trust her. I hesitated and my uncle smirked and said no. After ex-GF left my uncle teased me about it taking so long to realize she wasn't a nice person. None of them liked her but didn't say anything because they could see I was happy. Apparently she and my sister loathed each other as my sister was angry about the way she was treating me. I was just too enamored to see it. My sister has also sent me the number of one of her friends, Jane, 29F, and told me that Jane is waiting for me to text her for a date when I'm ready and that this is the last time she's giving me the number of a friend. I've known Jane for years through my sister, she's lovely and I do like her, we get on incredibly well but Jane was in a long-term relationship before I got with my ex. Jane works as a chef in a local hotel, and has previously offered to help me with chopping because she's a good egg. So there's that.